In Flash, you can actually take a bitmap image and turn it into a vector image. Now, this is great because you can create stylized artwork, but also, once a bitmap image is vectorized, you can scale it up and scale it down without losing any quality in the image. So let's look at how to do that. Select your bitmap image on the stage, and then use the Trace Bitmap command to convert it into a vector graphic. To do that, go to Modify, Bitmap, Trace Bitmap. Here, you can adjust the color threshold and minimum area to control how complex the colors are inside of your shape. So the higher values mean a less complex shape, and lower values mean a more complex shape. Keep in mind that if you have a very complex vector shape, it could slow down the Flash player much more than a bitmap image. So you don't want to go crazy in making this image very complex as a vector graphic. So I'm actually going to change the color threshold down to 50. I'm going to leave the minimum area at 8. And then I can determine how the colors will be created when this object is vectorized. I'm just going to leave the normal setting. And I can show how the curves are going to be rendered. So if I want more curves, I can choose very smooth, or less curves, I can choose pixels. I'm just going to choose normal to leave the default setting. Then I'm going to click the preview button to see what this bitmap image looks like as a vector graphic. That looks good, so I'll click OK. And now I have a vector graphic from that bitmap image. So I can actually click on the shapes and move them around and select them just like any other vector shapes in Flash. So by using the Trace Bitmap tool in Flash, you can take a bitmap image and turn it into vector artwork that is completely scalable without losing any quality whatsoever.